Hey fam, I want you to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Roland S. Martin. And don't forget to turn on your notifications. I think all of us on this show and watching this show know that slavery was never romantic between white folks and slaves, ever. But apparently that was not the view of the genealogy company Ancestry.com. Here is an ad these fools put out.
Abigail, we can escape to the north. There's a place we can be together across the border. Will you leave with me?
Uncover the lost chapters of your family history with Ancestry. Get started for free at ancestry.ca.
Now, I want you to think of all the steps it had to go through to get this despicable ad on the air. Someone had to have the idea. Someone had to write it. Executives had to approve it. A video production company produced it, and executives approved it after it was all done. And lawyers, of course, also had to check it out. Where in the hell are the black people? Shane, I want to start with you. Final comment about the story here. Talk about idiotic. How in the hell does anybody with a brain approve this ad?
Well, you know, this is like a question that we've had, Roland, about a lot of other companies who just don't get it. In some cases, Roland, they think even because they put a black face in a high space, that those folks are going to be educated enough to articulate the analysis of what they're putting out or what they're producing. And here we go again with a company that once again says that they had a vetting process, or they may have not, or may have had a vetting process, but black people are not in the conversation and are not a part of that vetting process. And I think that this is really a space where those of us in the civil rights community really need to take a real look at this and dealing with our communities. Many of our folks in which go to Ancestry.com instead of depending on our own, even some of our own black-owned ancestry.
So first of all, we have AfricanAncestry.com, so we have them. So, I gotta go to Kelly again. I don't have much time left. Kelly and MELIK, both of you are communication specialists. Clearly, Ancestry has no idea how to communicate.
Not a clue. And when I first saw it, I was like, so he was slaver, then savior, then redeemer, and now a love interest. It was very confusing. But regardless, this just does a disservice to whomever actually researches history after us, right? Because we already have the problem of white people taking out the real story regarding enslavement in our history books and courses and curricula and the like. Now you're having it in our media, and that's just a problem, because while I may know what the real story is, or you or MELIK, what have you, our children may not, because they're getting it from us, or frankly, their teachers. So this is definitely a problem, and I don't know who was on that team. Obviously, it was more than one person, but all of them just need to go.
Yeah, Roland.
MELIK, I understand Shane's point about having some black folks in the room. How about some white folks with a brain?
Yeah, you know, I felt like somebody read Octavia Butler's Kindred and just totally misinterpreted the entire book. I think this insensitivity comes from the same place, or misunderstanding, ignorance, or whatever you call it, comes from the same place as those who try to romanticize the relationship between Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemings. She was not his mistress. She was a slave. So let's call it what it is, you know, and I think this just comes from the same place. It's ridiculous. I'm glad they pulled it.
You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.